Hello, my name's Josephine Nern and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today I want to show you how to make these little box frames. I know there's a few tutorials out there, but my crafty ladies, I want to show you a little step-by-step in how I come about it. Let me put my teeth in. So, aren't they just cute? I've decided to put ribbon on so that you could actually hang them onto a tree. And I've done two sizes. Look at these cute little ones. I think they're absolutely cute. Right, so without further ado, I'll put these aside. So today we're going to be making this size frame, which you will need cardstock 8x8. I'm actually using Mick Macaroon here, and I'm going to be using some DSP. Now I'm going to bring in my scoreboard and hopefully you will all be able to see this. I've already done some scoring so that obviously we can quickly click on or carry on. So obviously pop your 8x8 piece of card, and what you're going to do, you're going to score at a 1/2 inch all the way down, 1 inch all the way down, 1.5 inches all the way down, and 2 inches, and then you're going to rotate it, and then do it again. 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inches, hopefully you can see 1.5 inches and 2 inches, and then we're going to rotate it. Again, 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and rotate it. So this is all 4 sides. You will be doing 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 and 2 inches. Now you want to then decide which is going to be your top, because we do need some scoring. And this, I'm seeing whether I've actually got it the right way around. No, I haven't. There we go. So I've actually scored. So this is to make a funny little mark in here, and all will become apparent when I flip it over and you can see. So obviously we've scored at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5, 2 inches. Then I want you to go along, and 2.5 inches, I want you to come down one line and 2 line and stop there. Then from the other side, I'll move my scoreboard over. Your score line will be at 6 inches. I want you to come over to 5.5, sorry. So it'd be 6 inches, you're coming back to 5.5. And I want you to score 1 to the first line and to the second line. Now then I want you to flip it all the way over. And then I want you to do the same again. 2, 2.5, score it down the first line and then the second line. And then I want you to come along to 6 and then 5.5 and score it 1, 2. So now when I flip it over, you're going to see what I've come up with. With all my lines, and obviously these are the score lines here. Okay, so as you can see, I've drawn, it's like a grid paper, but all will become apparent. And what we're going to do with a pen, I'm going to show you, is we're going to cut down these lines here, cut along this line here, cut down this line here, and then cut there. And the same this side as well. Cut down there, there, and there, and there. So we're cutting off, cut, out. We're cutting at that section, cut that section, and here we go again. Okay, there's all the lines if you can just see. And then we're going to cut out. You're going to cut along down your embossing line there, down to there, and along. And then again on this side as well. Down, whoops, that's a bit wobbly, and along. And then right, cut out. Okay, so then we will be left with something that resembles this shape. And as you can see that I've scored all these lines as well. Now what I've actually done, I've done some stamping because I like to make my own backgrounds, and I've stamped this and then scored it, and then obviously once I've scored it and cut it all out. Okay, once you've cut it all out and you've got this shape, obviously to score along all the lines like so, and make sure they're nice and crisp, and all your lines down. And then I want you to put your double-sided tape at the corner, on the edge, sorry, of each line here. You can see there, each line there, and then inside where we've kind of like, it's half a square, I would say there, I want you to put double-sided tape there, and then double-sided tape down there as well. So that's what it's going to look like. Okay, now before we stick it all down, I need to put some DSP. Presents and Pine Cones is the DSP that I'm using to go in the middle there, and I'm just going to run some tape down it. Okay, and that's going to go in the middle like so. Right, now here comes the tricky bit, and we need to take off, we're going to do, oh sorry, no, we're going to start with our straight edges, and we're going to take our double-sided tape off, but we need to leave our double-sided tape because we're going to use these. And I forgot to say a big shout out and a thank you to Lee Denton, who I went on the YouTube and I found her her video really helpful, and I wanted to make something different but 3D, and obviously I've made these, obviously put my own quirk on it. There's another ladies out there that have obviously made them, because a while back they were really popular, but I decided that I'll make my own Christmas ones and share with you. Okay, so I've taken that double-sided tape off, and then I find that if you, with your line here, if you marry that up sort of, and then you're going to get a box like shape. That's what we're aiming for. Okay, and then I'm going to just run this in here like so. Okay, so that's what we've got first, and as you can see I've got my pine cone little leaves coming off from my obviously my stamping that I did. Now we are going to take our bits of, and I think this is a genius idea, because I've made these little box shapes. I've had kits of them, and do you know what, they've never ever sat, I've never got the corners sat nice. I've always like had a bit open and gaping and things. So I think this is a really good way of doing it, and I think it's at Lee Denton, but I think it was Amanda Bates, I think, that originally come up with this idea. So Lee said, so thank you both ladies for coming up with this really good idea, and I'm sure quite a lot of you have more than likely seen their YouTube videos, but this is mine. Okay, so you're going to pop your tape. So you're going to take these off and then pop these long bits on. And then we're going to take this off, and this is where the difficult bit, a bit of a tricky bit, comes in. So we're going to fold it over and then over again. And then as you're coming down, let's hope that I can do this. Oops, it's a bit wobbly. You're going to pull this away and then press it down. And then that comes in. So it's quite nice that you can actually pull it in. And then once you've got it right where you want it, all you've got to do is pull those tabs. I don't know whether that's quite straight, but there we go. Right, so we need to keep those again because we're going to do the same here. The same here. Okay, so we'll take these off. Sorry if my hand's in the way. And this side off. And then we're going to pop that one on there. And pop that one on there. Oops. Okay. This one on here. And that one on there. So again, you've got your little tabs, okay? And I'm sure at home, when you've got loads of time, you can perfect this. And then we're going to fold this down and bring it in like a box. This is a nice snug finish. And as you can see, once it's nice and snug, and you can bring this in, fold it down. That's a nice edge. I like that edge. That's really, really good. And then again, just move it in gently, and before you click it down, there. And there we have our frame. Now, to quickly decorate. Now, I know I'm mixing and matching everything, but I love this saying from Flurry of Wishes. And I'm going to put some little foam pads. I can't find my dimensional, so I'm going to put foam pads on it. So the saying from Flurry of Wishes, I think, is lovely. And sending you a flurry of warm Christmas wishes. How lovely. Now, there's loads of people out there that are making plaques for Christmas. But what about making these lovely little frames for Christmas and then giving them to people so that they can, sorry about the shadowing ladies, so that they can hang them on the Christmas tree? Or so they can just hang them up. There's something for nice to keep, I think. There, okay. It's a bit wonky. Well, I think it's a bit wonky, but never mind. Right, and then I'm going to bring in, and I'm going to use some glue dots. And I have lost, there it is, I haven't lost it at all. I'm going to bring in my glue dots so that we're going to pop a glue dot on there. Oh, I'm useless at this. And then we're going to, I love these thinlits. I think they're just gorgeous. So obviously keeping with the silver from the embossing powder, and then bringing out the red from the there, like that. And I wanted to, what do you think? See, I brought some red in as well, but do you know what, I think that just sits just nicely, doesn't it? To pop that on there. Yeah, I think that just sits just nice like that. Then I've got a little silver bow. So the Finlet dies, they're Pretty Pines again. I love these. I'm sure all you lovely ladies out there like them as well. I know that I've used them quite a lot. And that's the bow. Okay, remove those because I don't think I need to use them. Alright, that's that. It's coming together nicely. Now, I've got some mint macaron, so mint macaron cardstock, mint macaron ink that it inked, and obviously on there. I'm going to pop this over, and some red sticky tape, because I'm going to put some ribbon on the back. Just quickly, just so you can see how I've finished this off. There we go. Okay, take this off. And I'm sure you'll fast forwarding me or whatever you're doing. And enough of the ribbon so that you can, let's do it that way, I think. So that you've got enough for it to hang. See how it's going. Yep. And in actual fact, my scissors are awful. Yeah. And then what I've done, I know I've covered up the stamp. It's a 4x4 piece of DSP that matches the back. Now you can do these in a variety of sizes. I'm obviously the smallest size, but there. How wonderful is that? Hopefully you like it, but I'll just show you. So this is the one that we've made. I've made this one as well. And how cute are these? Now these were made by 6x6. The same measurements, a 1/2 inch all the way around, and you've got a tiny little one. So if you could do one by 7x7 and exactly the same. But I think all of these are absolutely gorgeous. And just to give to somebody to hang on their Christmas tree, or just to give somebody just a little bit different. What do you think? Right, there you go. Hopefully you'll look at the template again. I'll just bring it in so you can see, and hopefully you understand it. Practice first. Like myself, I've practiced, and you, and good cutting and good measuring as well. As I say, the scoring, I don't think you can quite see there. But thank you for watching my YouTube video, and as I would say, I'd like to thank everybody that pops along to my YouTube channel and watches me. I mean, for little old me, 3,000 hits, wow, thank you. So, not further ado, I'm going to say goodbye for now. I hope you've enjoyed my little project. I've loved it. Keep watching, because I'm sure that I'll come up with something else. Have a lovely, lovely day, and God bless you all. Bye for now.